The Lakers kept talking patience, but behind the scenes they knew something wasn't adding up. They brushed off Bronny's early struggles as growing pains, talked about development, and promised his moment would come. But now, with the G League numbers leveling out, his confidence slipping, and the bright NBA lights exposing every weakness, the franchise is finally facing the truth Lakers fans have been whispering for months. Bronny James just isn't ready for the NBA yet. The 21-year-old guard, drafted 55th in 2024 and dropped straight into the most unforgiving spotlight anyone could imagine as LeBron James's son, entered his sophomore season full of hope.
For me, just getting comfortable, just going out there and getting reps. I feel like that's the most important thing. Just for me to, grow my confidence and be more comfortable while I'm out there playing. Because I feel good, but the numbers could be better, but I just gotta get my confidence up.
Is there a difference in your confidence, like say in practice situations and games that just maybe hasn't translated yet?
Yeah, for sure. It's totally different game, especially out in arenas like this, the atmosphere and stuff like that. But I was trying to get myself comfortable as I can.
The Lakers, though, entered it with expectations, real ones, championship expectations. And that's where everything started to crack. Bronny's NBA run this season was short, rough, and brutally revealing. In 10.2 minutes per game, he shot just 28.6%, hesitated on open shots, brought almost no pressure to the defense, and often looked overwhelmed by the speed of the game. Head coach J.J. Redick, who once sounded confident in giving him spot minutes, slowly started looking like a man trying to justify something he knew wasn't working. His move to the G League wasn't a shock, it was necessary. But what happened after that turned concern into full-on alarm. In 2 games with the South Bay Lakers heading into this weekend, Bronny's shooting still looked shaky. 38.1% from the field, 23.1% from 3, and enough hesitation on catch-and-shoot looks to make even hopeful fans sweat.
What do you think of the shots you took versus whether they went in or not?
I feel like they were, pretty good shots. It wasn't rushed, wasn't, forcing anything. Didn't have my legs under me as much as I wanted to. So a lot of them were short, but, most of them were online, and I felt like I could have made them. So I think I, took some good shots.
Bronny was expected to stand out in the G League. Most NBA prospects do. Even late second-round picks usually show flashes fast. But Bronny's numbers tell a tougher story. 0.0 win shares, 0.033 win shares per 48 when the league average is 0.100. Those aren't just disappointing stats. They're a flashing warning sign shouting, "This player needs time." And the latest evidence dropped Saturday night, bro. Returning to action with South Bay against the San Diego Clippers, Bronny finally got what Lakers fans had been begging to see. Real minutes, real reps, real freedom with the ball in his hands. But even with that chance, the story felt painfully familiar. Bronny started at point guard, ran the offense, and had every opportunity to control the game's tempo. But those early possessions looked like deja vu. Open threes passed up, off-balance mid-range misses, hesitant drives, and decisions that didn't look confident at all. He didn't score in the entire first quarter and barely even looked toward the rim by halftime. The stat line at the break said everything. 2 points on 1 for 6 shooting, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover. No rhythm, no comfort, no momentum. Bronny tried making adjustments in the second half, attacking the rim more, using his burst and trying to get downhill. But the outside shot still wasn't there. He finished with 10 points, 5 boards, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, and 0 for 5 from 3 as South Bay fell 124 to 113. It wasn't all his fault, but the struggles were right there in front of everyone. A 6'2" guard who can't stretch the floor yet and isn't a reliable defender is always going to run into problems sticking in the NBA, and that reality is staring the Lakers straight in the face. From the moment Bronny declared for the draft, he carried the weight of history. The first father-son duo to play in the NBA at the same time, drafted by his father's franchise, and placed under a spotlight before he logged a single professional minute. Year 1 gave small flashes, but no consistent traction. 27 games, 2.3 points per night, and shooting splits under 40%. There was hope, but hope alone doesn't get you minutes in the NBA. In year 2, the Lakers tried a hybrid plan, give him short NBA stints, then send him to the G League to build reps. But Bronny only played 1 minute against the Clippers on Tuesday, then didn't touch the floor at all in Friday's win over Dallas. The message couldn't have been clearer. He wasn't earning minutes, wasn't forcing JJ Redick's hand, and wasn't ready yet. So the Lakers reassigned him again, choosing development over optics. South Bay gives him what the NBA can't: time, touches, mistakes, resets, and space to find rhythm without the entire basketball world dissecting every move he makes. Inside the Lakers front office, the tone has shifted from optimism to realism. Bronny isn't going to run the offense on a championship-level team. Not with Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, and LeBron James handling the ball. He isn't ready to be a defensive stopper, not at 6'2" and not with average lateral quickness. And he isn't going to be a reliable shooter yet when he's sitting at 31% from deep across NBA and G League totals. On a team fighting for championships, that margin for development gets tight. And right now, Bronny is in the phase where growth has to come before spotlight. There just isn't space on a championship roster for a developing guard who can't stretch the floor yet or really pressure defenses, and everyone inside the Lakers knows it. The coaches know it, the fans know it, and honestly, Bronny knows it too. Facing reporters after Saturday's loss, Bronny looked calm but clearly frustrated, honest, short answers, nothing forced. "I just need to keep working and find my rhythm," he said. "The shots will fall with time. Today wasn't my best." He wasn't defensive, he wasn't pretending. He looked like a 21-year-old trying to grow in front of the entire world while carrying a last name that comes with its own gravity. If Bronny had been drafted by the Hornets, Magic, Pistons, or Jazz, none of this would be national news. He'd play through mistakes, spend a year in the G League, and develop quietly. But Bronny James is never allowed to be anonymous. He's LeBron's son, drafted by the Lakers, and expected to justify a storyline he never wrote. This is what happens when brand and basketball collide. But Bronny's numbers aren't empty. There are real flashes in there. He averaged 11.0 points and 8.0 assists in his first 2 G League games this year, shooting 62.5% on twos heading into Saturday. He's got instincts, smart cuts, good reads, solid decision-making when he's settled. His teammates respect his leadership, and he's willing to defend even when he's physically outmatched. Those aren't fake traits. Those are real tools, real seeds. But NBA teams don't build around seeds. They need trees. And the Lakers can't wait 5 years for a backup guard to bloom when LeBron is closing his career window and Luka is in championship form. The solution is finally clear, even to the people who spent all year trying to avoid it. Bronny James needs full-time G League reps, no interruptions, no half measures. He needs to fire 8 to 10 threes a night, run pick and rolls, learn when to attack and when to dish, and figure out the pace of the game. He'll never get that playing 6 minutes behind superstar guards. His confidence has to rise again, his jumper has to stabilize, and his physicality has to sharpen before the Lakers even think about sliding him into the rotation. Only then does JJ Redick start trusting him. Only then does the organization see a path. And only then does Bronny finally get to breathe a little.
For me, just getting comfortable. Just going out there and getting reps. I feel like that's the most important thing. Just for me to, grow my confidence and be more comfortable. I'm out there playing because I feel good. But the numbers could be better. But I just gotta get my confidence up.
Is there a difference in your confidence, like say in practice situations and games that just maybe hasn't translated yet?
Yeah, for sure. It's totally different game, especially out in arenas like this, the atmosphere and stuff like that. But I was trying to get myself comfortable as I can.
Bronny turns 21 this season. He's barely scratched the surface of who he can become as a player. The Lakers know his name holds value, the fans know he works, and Bronny knows the pressure isn't disappearing. But his ability to rise above it can grow. He isn't NBA ready today. He might not be NBA ready this season. But the story of Bronny James was never meant to be written in his first 2 years. This is just the uncomfortable beginning. And in this league, the players who struggle the hardest early sometimes turn into the ones who fight the strongest later. Now tell me what you think. Is Bronny on the right path, or should the Lakers rethink everything? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, share this video with every Hoops fan you know, and hit subscribe so you never miss the next breakdown. See you on the next one.